Well, what is going on, everybody? It's Steven here and welcome to a quick video on those cheap lenses you can clip on your smartphone to improve the picture quality or to actually get 180-degree fisheye, wide angle and macro mode on your smartphone. So they are very cheap on Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, and I ordered some and I wanted to see if they are really worth it or if they're just a piece of crap. Now, I bought almost the cheapest one, so it's a set. It retails for $16, link down below. It's called the Pixel 3-in-1 clip. And yeah, it's just about $16 with free shipping, so this is really cheap. And today I want to see if it's actually worth it or if it's just a piece of crap to throw it away. As always, link down below in the description. This is 100% safe and it had a lot of customer reviews, so I just bought it. Well, you cannot lose so much with $16. But anyway, we do it for science, so let's see if it's worth it or if we can trash it. Now, as always, here's a quick unboxing, and I'm really curious if it really looks like on the picture. Now, it came in this package, so very small, and it says here fisheye, wide angle and macro lens, so actually you should get 3 lenses. Now yeah, let's see, we have here 180-degree fisheye, then we have here the wide angle and also a macro lens, so actually 3. But in the box you can just see 2. Okay, then here you can see a microfiber cloth to clean the lenses. They always have to be clean at both sides. This is very important because otherwise the picture will get very blurry. So let's have a look at the first lens here in the package. And I think that's the fisheye lens because yeah, it's very big. And wow, this actually looks like good quality. So the lens is made out of metal, then here we have glass. I'm not sure if it's scratch resistant or anything, or if it has a coating or anything. I really don't know. But here we can see full screen fisheye lens. Now good lenses, they always are scratch resistant, they have a coating, but yeah, I cannot tell. So it looks like there would be a coating on there because it reflects the light so strange, but I'm not really sure. Then here you have the plastic clip, and you basically use that to clip it on your smartphone. And first of all, you have to clip the lens in. And you do it like this. And well, the lens is very dirty, so we have to clean it a bit. Always make sure the lens is clean on both sides, because otherwise, yeah, pictures get blurry. Or maybe your smartphone cannot even focus because there's dirt on the lens. Okay, then here's the second lens, and that's basically everything which you can find inside of the package. Now, it says 3-in-1, but the second lens is actually such a combination lens. Now it combines a wide angle lens with a macro lens, which is a pretty interesting thing. Now you can also separate the lenses, so you can unscrew the macro lens. Let's do it. There we go. So yeah, it's pretty hard to do it because it's very small, but once you have it, it comes off pretty easy. And the macro lens, it's really awesome. So it's very macro, it's 10 times, so you can record all details. But combined with the wide angle lens, it actually just looks like a normal China phone lens, because there is not a huge difference. Also China phones, they're a bit macro, so for close-ups they look usually okay, and objects in the background, and they get a bit blurry. But yeah, that's basically it. Now we have actually 3 lenses. The only problem is you cannot use the wide angle alone. So the wide angle lens alone doesn't fit in the clip without the macro lens. So you always have to combine it with the macro lens, otherwise it's not working. Anyway, pretty cool thing. Then now I would say let's try it out on my smartphone. And here's my old Samsung Galaxy S4, but I can definitely tell you, it works on every smartphone. You also won't see a black bar around your pictures or anything. So yeah, the lens is very big, so you definitely don't see that. Now, it fits a bit better on thicker smartphones, but it also fits on pretty slim smartphones like the iPhone 6 for instance. Well, now the important thing is you have to find the correct spot. This has to be 100% centered. If the camera of your smartphone is not exactly in the middle of the lens, then it will look blurry. So you really have to play around with the lens, find the correct spot, and yeah, then the picture looks quite sharp. But maybe you will have to spend 1 minute to find the correct spot when you clip it on the camera. And you can clip it on the front-facing camera and also on the rear camera. All in all, those lenses here work really good, but they don't turn a crappy smartphone into a super camera. So they work really good if you also have a good camera, which can do fisheye for instance. Then this looks really great. But if your camera is crap, then also the fisheye lens here will just look like crap. So it works really good on iPhones for instance. You can get some cool effects with the macro lens, and this is really nice. Now you can see here it's perfectly sharp, and this is only like this if it's centered. Now this is really wide angle, so we can see the whole desk. But if we remove the fisheye lens, then it's very zoomed in. So the lenses are definitely working, the quality is okay, maybe a bit lower than without the lens, but you also have to apply it correctly. Then I would say let's go outside, let's do some video tests with front and rear camera, and let's also take some sample pictures. Now here's a quick test with the front-facing camera on the Elephone P3000S and the fisheye lens, and just check this out. On the left side without the fisheye lens and on the right side with the fisheye lens, and there's a huge difference. Just check out how many things you get here on the picture with the lens. Now I wouldn't say it's 180 degrees, but 160, 170, this is definitely cool. And also just check out the picture quality. I think the picture quality on both, it's really almost the same, so there's no huge difference, so the lens really seems to be good, and for the cheap price I'm really satisfied here with the fisheye lens. Then here's a quick test with the fisheye lens and the rear camera. Now this time I didn't correctly center here the fisheye lens, and what you see is that there is such a white fog here on the picture. Also it gets a bit blurry and you can actually see here the border from the lens, so always make sure you center it correctly. But you can see how fisheye it is, so it's really 170 degrees or something. Looks really cool. Now here's a quick video test with the front-facing camera on the Elephone P3000S. We have now here the fisheye or a wide-angle lens or however you call that, and you can see, wow, this is really wide-angle. This looks absolutely great. That's really cool. And hello fishies, wow, absolutely awesome. Because if I now remove that, then you will see it's really zoomed in. And also it's important to find the correct spot. Like if I move it here a little bit in this direction, you can see it's blurry, so you really have to find the correct spot in order to get a good picture quality. Anyway, I will now remove the lens so you can see the difference. And boom, this is totally zoomed in, so there's a huge difference between that and the front-facing camera on the Elephone P3000. Here's a quick video test on the Elephone P3000S with the wide-angle lens. And yes, with the lens it's really wide-angle as you can see, but it also gets a bit blurry because you really have to find the correct spot. It's very hard to do it. And objects in the background, they're here a bit blurry as you can see, and if you move the lens in one direction it maybe gets better, so this is really hard to find the correct spot. But it fits pretty good here on the smartphone. And yeah, it's really wide angle, so I got my whole garden here on the picture. This is really great. Now regarding the colors and everything, so also automatic lighting adjustment still works here with the lens. And yeah, it's actually pretty good in my opinion. Just a bit blurry here, it's really hard to find the correct spot. Sometimes it looks very sharp, but then the colors look strange. You really have to play around with that, but the wide-angle lens is definitely a cool upgrade, or at least just a different view for your smartphone. Well, that was the fisheye lens, actually quite satisfying, but also the macro lens is really nice. Now you can see here two pictures. Both were shot with the Elephone P3000S, but the right one was shot with the macro lens. And on the left side, so I just went as near as possible to that flower here and I tried to focus. Now that was the range, like 10 centimeters I could properly focus. Now just check out here the right picture, it was about 1 centimeter away with the macro lens, and it's really cool. It's actually unbelievable that you can go so near to the flower and you can still focus, and that's working with the lens, so that's really cool. And the colors, they look still very beautiful. So I would suggest that we now do a quick video tour of the macro lens, because you just have to see it. It's actually unbelievable. Now here's a quick test with the macro lens only, and wow, this looks crappy. No, just joking. So this is really only high magnification, and you really have to go very close to objects in order to focus. So, well, let's try it here. Not so much wind. Holy crap, come on, focus. This is, oh wow, check this out, how near you can go. This is really cool. I've never seen this before on a phone. This is really good, looks much better than digital zoom. But yeah, it's really hard to focus here. Maybe let's try this. Wow. So you can really record things which are very close, but it's hard to focus on some small objects also when they're moving. But check this out. This looks absolutely cool. Holy crap. This is amazing. Maybe let's try something else. Right over here. Wow. Oh my god. This is actually very small, but this looks cool.
I like it, so the 10 times macro lens is definitely cool. Then now let's try to compare this with the wide angle, and let's see how the difference looks like.
Now here's a quick video test of the combination lens. So we have now wide angle and macro. Now this should be a mix of not too much macro and to get a bit more on the picture. Okay, now this actually looks like the regular camera from the P3000S. Let's have a look at some macros like this over here. Now there we go. And yeah, it's not that macro like the 10 times macro lens, but it's a little bit more macro than the normal lens of the smartphone. So you can see the details look pretty good, and also it's really sharp here on the display. I'm not sure how it looks on the computer, but yeah, it's not that much macro, but also a bit more wide angle, so you get a lot here on the picture. But yeah, this lens in my opinion is not that useful. I would either use just the whole fisheye lens or just the macro lens, but this mix here actually is just like the regular camera here on the P3000S, so not really something special. Alrighty guys, so that was a quick comparison between the three lenses. Now I just tested the fisheye lens on the front facing camera because all the other lenses, they don't make any sense. But yeah, just check out here the macro lens. This is definitely my favorite one. I shot all those pictures here with the Elephone P3000S, and wow, those details, that's very beautiful. And yeah, it's pretty sharp in the middle, rest gets a bit blurry, but wow, this looks really great. Now, the lens, it also needs a good camera, so if your phone has a really shitty camera, then the lens cannot do anything, so it cannot improve your camera, but it can give you the ability to record awesome macros, to get fisheye, to get a lot on the picture, and this works really good. But yeah, as I've said, it cannot improve a bad camera. So if your camera is pretty decent, then yeah, you can get cool effects with those lenses. But if your camera is crap, then don't buy the lenses, just save money for a new smartphone. Anyway, I really enjoyed testing them, and I will definitely use the macro lens more often. The fisheye probably not, because I have a GoPro and the Xiaomi Yicam. But yeah, it's a cool thing, and for $15, this is something which really works and it's no scam or ripoff. Okay guys, now that was my quick test of the Pixel lenses. If you want to see more smartphone gadgets, we'll have a power bank review and some chargers in the next days. So give the video a like if it was helpful, because yeah, it's sometimes really a lot of work to do all that. Thank you so much for watching, thank you for 100,000 subscribers, and as always, have a nice day and bye bye, see ya.